Just a few days ago, these beautiful Forsythia blooms were empty stems, empty sticks, kind of like the ones behind me. In this video, I want to share how you can get an early, exclusive preview of spring by bringing some of your woody, spring blooming shrubs inside. Hi, I'm Amy Landers with Gardens That Matter, where we believe your garden is the key to better food, a better life, and a better planet. In this video, I want to share with you how you can bring some of your plants inside and get early spring blooms. We call this forcing spring blooms. And so we'll go through the steps, and I want to tell you some of the plants that this will work with so you can go explore in your yard or maybe your neighborhood and find some that you can bring some color to your kitchen table a little bit early this year. So first, you want to gather some simple materials. You want a nice sharp pair of pruners, and these should be clean. I like bypass pruners for pruning woody things. And then you need a container of warm water. You could bring your vase outside, or you can just use a clean pail or bucket and then move them into the vase when you go inside. From there, you're gonna prune just like you would prune a plant. So if you have some, like this one sticking out over the path over there, so I'm gonna just prune it off. And so what you wanna do is you're gonna cut it at an angle and make sure you don't leave a weird little stub. In that case, I cut it so that the plant could continue growing in a natural way. So you'll prune one off and then remove the lower buds and leaves, because anything that's under the surface of the water when you put it in the vase will end up rotting and your arrangement won't last as long. So one tip when you're deciding what to prune off, in addition to just pruning the things that need to be pruned off anyway, maybe they're growing across each other or out across a path, you can look for the ones that have nice fat buds. Usually the flower buds are going to be a little bit bigger than the leaf buds, and so you might be able to spot some of the branches are probably going to have more flowers than others. So that's one tip when you're deciding what to prune off. From there, once you have a nice bundle, you have them in your water, right? You're gonna put them in water right away because you want to keep them wet. Then you're gonna go inside. You can continue to kind of trim them up, get them like a good height, and then arrange them in your vase. And then you're just gonna put them in a cool, not super sunny location. You want cool, and you don't want that intense light because they don't need light at this point, right? The warmth is what's gonna trigger the blooms to open. And if it's too hot where you put them, if you have like a heater blowing on them or it's a really sunny window, then those blooms may dry out before they have a chance to open up. Some people, if they're trying to do this super early, like they're trying to force in early spring, they'll even wrap the stems in like wet paper towel or wet newspaper or a material to hold that moisture in, or they'll mist them. In this case, the Forsythia is almost ready to bloom. So I brought it in, I set it on our kitchen table out of direct sunlight, and within a few days, I had yellow golden bells, as my grandma used to call them, golden bells opening up and just brightening that indoor space. All right, so what kind of plants can you use to do this? You're looking for woody plants that bloom in spring. And so here's a quick list of some that you could try. Witch hazel, pussy willow, and winter jasmine would be some of your earliest. From there, you can do things like forsythia, quince, redbud, silverbells. And as you get closer to spring, you'll get dogwood, magnolia, and a lot of our fruit trees, or the flowering versions of our fruit trees, like apples and crabapples, pears, ornamental pears, cherries, serviceberry, azalea, mock orange, lilac, spirea. These are all examples of some of the plants you can try this with, bringing them inside and forcing those early blooms to brighten your kitchen counter. So I hope that you have a wonderful spring season ahead of you. For more garden goodness and to learn about our growing community of gardeners, come on over to gardensthatmatter.com. And until I see you again, happy gardening!